What's up, beautiful people? Today is December 31st, the last day of 2020. And here is your daily energy report. We are, man, I'm getting so many downloads today. And this doesn't really feel like a new year or the New Year's, right? Where there's endings and new beginnings. We're all sort of still in this, in the in-between space, right? What I've been noticing is that a lot of people are craving community, are craving connection, are craving togetherness. But, you know, but while people are craving that, like the energy is pulling us apart. Most like communities are trying to come together, but there's no structure, or, people are connecting, but not feeling whole about it, right? There's energy going just out. Like people are seeking and searching. Oh, I need to do this. We need to check that out, this out. And everybody is like looking to start their own thing or create this new thing, but there's no glue that binds everyone together for the actual community. So as I'm feeling this and experiencing this, I've been connecting with some dear close friends and in community of my own, and I am planning to do my part to actually create the glue that binds and actually create said community and structure, networking, opportunities. That's why I've created this opportunity community, right? And I'm looking to expand it in some new and profound ways, more like a visceral, like literal sense. The online version is great, but I also want to be able to do events and things and create like almost like a nonprofit, organization, right? So with this energy, I mean, right now we are being called to just let go and allow and accept. That's just what I keep getting. There's no like, yes, let's start this. Yes, let's go there. Yes, let's go this. Right now, it's still more of like the pieces are all there, but it's like everybody's standing around looking at this 1,000-piece puzzle like, I wonder where that goes. Well, maybe this should go over here. Maybe that should go over there. And then everybody's trying to put these pieces together in their own way. No, we need to all bring it back together to the center. Now, where is the center is the question and the issue, right? We need to create the center. And that's within ourselves. We have to create that center. And we don't feel centered right now. And, we have to let that be okay, because that's the energy that we're working with, right? There's still this explosive, expansive, bubbling open, bursting open, expansive, what are we creating? What are we doing? Where are we going? Kind of energy. And that is where, we really need to sit with and allow, like, okay, we have our hands in too many cookie jars. Let's take a step back and let's see if we can, we have to step back and reorganize our own energies, our own thoughts, our own feelings, and allow that to settle down, because there's a lot of stuff that we are releasing. There's a very purgative time. Okay. So allow the purgative nature to take its course. Don't try to force anything. However, not trying to force anything, we still want to express. There's a lot of very intense, difficult communications that we're going to be having to have here over the next few weeks. With Mercury, it's going to be transiting over over Pluto, then over Saturn, and then over Jupiter, and then it's going to retrograde when it gets into Aquarius and come back over there. So a lot of and this is why, like, this doesn't really feel like the end of the year per se. Like, this energy is once Mercury is going retrograde at the end of January, in February, and that is the time where we're gonna really, like, fundamentally put all these pieces in place and understand, all right, this is where the starting point is. This is where we are all meeting at, so that we can go. It's like a big ass race, if you will, right? If you think of a race, it's like right now everybody's just sort of running their own race. But if we really want to be successful, we have to create like a big organized, connected race, energetically speaking. Okay. And we're opening up to this new life, this new energy, this new vibe, this new year, this new place. And 2021, the energies are going to be very different, but they're not going to be very different until we get about a month or two into the new year. So happy new year. All right, we have, for this new year, we have Venus conjunct the South Node. That's beautiful for past life relationships, for accepting, receiving, things that are karmic in good ways and potentially in bad ways, and of course Saturn too. Saturn now in Aquarius. It's especially if you have your Saturn return in Aquarius this year, and I love you guys. You guys are going to really be coming into being the front runners of this new way. So I'm all about, there's millions of people out there that are, there's this new way that we're coming out for, making money, for there's new types of currency, right? Like Bitcoin and was it Litecoin or something like that. There's these new digital types of currencies that are starting to blow up, and there's these new ways of earning and making money and connecting and creating value. So if we want to be able to really have financial abundance, we have to really all come together and start creating these win-win scenarios, which I am most definitely planning on doing. I'm connected to a few different networking communities that have a great foundation, but rearrange the pieces to make it even more efficient, so we can bring in this new year and really create abundance and an opportunity for people to grow, to learn, to connect, to be together. Because look, the bottom line is abundance comes from feeling like we're connected, right? Like real true emotional depth, or really true, like feeling alive inside, right? Feeling alive inside comes from interconnectivity. It's human emotion. It's connection, and that's why this whole social distancing thing is really incredibly detrimental. We are meant to really connect with people, okay? And this is where we are all being asked to see within our heart and see what's really true for us, so that we can stand in our truth, stand in our power, in this time of uncertainty, and bring things up that need to be released, and step into our knowledge of self and our knowledge of what we really truly want. But in order to do that, we have to know and have clarity on what it is that we want. Decide what it is that you want. What do you want? What do you really want? Did you already get something previously and you got it, and it's like, I didn't give me the feeling that I thought it would? We have to stop looking at things as like a monetary gain. Like, I have many friends that are millionaires, very, very wealthy people, and they rely on things, right? It's like they get this thing, it occupies their space, their time, their attention for a short while, but then that loses its color quite quickly. And so on the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. Before you know it, they have all this shit all over the place. And before you know it, they've allowed their life to pass them by, and now they're like, man, I miss what's really important: connection. And through connection, we can create, financial gain and, alignments and things like that. So it's all about perspective, a perspective shift, right? Coming from a place of, let's create community, let's create relationships, let's create trust with people, with places, with things, and allow that trust to drive us forward, because trust encourages vulnerability. Vulnerability essentially is power, and power is where, power in vulnerability is where true leadership presents itself, right? So that's what I'm really feeling for right now for this New Year's Eve is it's really time to sit with, you know, looking at what we really want, who we really are, what we want to create, where we want to go, what we want to feel, what we want what we want to shape our reality into, and how are we going to do that? Because look, we all play a part, right? We all have a special gift. We all have something that we're into, that we're passionate about, that what makes us feel alive. And each one of us, if we bring, say, 50 people, right? 50 people all bring, you know, into one, you know, in one organization, their unique gift and talent. We will, you know, you can create a community. You can be getting done everything that it is that needs to be done, and the value is there, right? A little more, and I've been talking about this all year, like this more bartering based type system. Now it may not be called bartering, but you know, like as you can see, there's things moving around with currency, okay? And I'm really feeling this energy and like seeing these movements of this, you know, currency transition. And look, guys, you know, we are the ones that have the power to make these changes if we step up and take action. So ask yourself, do you feel like you're the leader of your life? Do you feel like you're taking responsibility for your life? And if not, why? What is holding you back? And that is what we need to look at right now. What is holding you back from stepping up to take full responsibility for your life, to create the reality that you want to create? And what does that require? Because we cannot do this on our own, guys. We can't do this on our own. We're not meant to do this on our own. We are tribal people. We are meant to do this together. We are meant to connect. We are meant to commune. We are meant to relate to each other. Okay. So if you find yourself, like a lot of empaths are isolating themselves, and, you know, just, you know, think if like it's getting bone dry, basically, like, you know, we need to support each other. Okay. And so that was more sort of like a channel message that, you know, came through today, you know, for me to share with you guys. But, you know, I hope and pray that you guys have a wonderful New Year's Eve, and you know, bring in this new year with good, solid, positive intentions, and with an open heart, ready to, you know, release the old, bring in the new, you know, create that glue that binds, and ready to move forward into a world and a life that, you know, you're being completely brutally honest with yourself about, and having the courage to stand in that brutal honesty and take life to the level that you want to take it, wherever that may be. So, you know, if you're watching this, you know, and you're interested in building, collaborating, networking, creating, making money, you know, looking at, you know, new and different opportunities, hit me up. Let me know. Let's make it happen. My opportunity community, we have people all over the world. And, you know, I'm actually, I got to look through my emails, but I have been getting many emails from people like saying, wow, like, you know, like this really changed my life. Things have really happened, you know, like since I've met you, my life has changed. Things have happened, it's brought in new clients, brought in new perspectives, brought in all these new things. Guys, this is what it's all about. Okay. So feel free, go to spiritualbodybuilder.com, check out the opportunity community. If you'd like a reading from me, go to spiritualbodybuilder.com. And also don't forget about this background right here. So far, still no one has got it yet. And let me know in the comments below this video what you think the vibration of this video, of this background is. And you'll win a free reading with me. All right. I love you all very much. Sending you all my best. And I hope you have a wonderful New Year's. And I'll see you next year. Out.